people, so today I'm going to share with you guys some tips on protective styling. I love protective styling and my hair is in a protective style 99.9% of the time, but sometimes you have to be careful that your protective style keeps on protecting and doesn't actually start damaging your hair. Removing your protective style properly, I'll put my hands up and say there have been times when I've been in such a rush to take out my hair that I've literally just taken off my braids, just be pulling them out. No water, no moisture, no oil, no nothing. And you really have to be careful because your takedown process is just as important as your installment. Whenever you're taking down your protective style, I'd recommend having an oil or cream or getting a spray bottle with some water and some oil and popping it in there, or even some apple cider vinegar and just spraying it on every individual strand or whatever protective style you have, spraying it as you take it out. It will make taking it down easier and you'll have less tension on your hair, keeping your protective style in for too long. I've heard some people say that they keep faux locks in for about 6 or 7 months. Now that's fine if you want your hair to lock up. But if you don't want your hair to lock up, I would suggest, especially in terms of faux locks, because that's what I have now, I would say maybe 3 months maximum, but it all depends on your hair type and how you take care of your hair while it's in your protective style, because your hair can start to mat up and you can sometimes unfortunately get fungal infections, because if you have a lot of moisture and you're getting a lot of dirt built up in your scalp and it's hot and it's moist, that is the perfect environment for fungal infections to actually start growing. So don't keep your protective style in for too long. Moisturize your scalp and your hair in moderation when it's in a protective style. If you put too much moisture on there, and especially if you're not washing your hair, that moisture and that product will build up. Once again, a lot of build up, a lot of dirt, a lot of dust, a lot of grime. You don't want it. When installing your protective style, if you're doing it yourself or if you're getting it done at a hairstylist, do not pull on your edges too tightly. I see so many people with twist or even faux locks are the ones, they're the ones. I pray for people's edges. When it looks like their hairstylist has really yanked at those roots, they have done it tight, well. You know those African women hands when they're yanking it, it's like they're yanking at their ex-husband. They're pulling for their life and it's like, yo, take time. This is my scalp. Whenever I do faux locks, braids or any sort of protective style for my clients, I always make it a point to not pull too hard, especially on their edges, but on their roots. You can have sturdy hair that will not fall out without having to pull at people's roots, because a lot of tension of your hair will once again kind of defeat the purpose of your protective style. Your protective style will actually start to damage your hair rather than actually protect it. Make sure you always cover your hair at night, whether it's in a protective style or whether you're just having it out. I'm not gonna lie, there are some nights when I'm just like, you know what, YOLO. Do people even say that anymore? When I'm home from work or home from hosting an event and I'm just tired, I would just fall on my pillow and just sleep, and I'll wake up in the morning and regret it when I see my hair. So make sure you wrap up your hair well with a silk or satin bonnet. Simple is the best way to go when it comes to protective styles. Trying to do all of these fancy things all the time, once in a while it's good to experiment and do like a fancy hairstyle, but if you're looking for a protective style that you're going to wear for a while, go for a simple style such as braids, twist or faux locks, something that will be easy to do and won't cause you to have to brush your hair a lot, have to comb your hair a lot, have to twist your hair in a lot of different styles before you actually get to the protective style. Proper preparation is key. If you stay ready, you ain't never gotta be ready, baby girl. So make sure you're ready. Always prep your hair with a protective style, and this all depends on your hair type and how your hair is. If you know that your hair needs a bit of strength, do a protein treatment. If you think it needs a bit of moisture, do a kind of moisturizing treatment, and just kind of tailor your hair preparation to what your hair type is or how your hair is. Now and again, switch up your protective style. Sometimes do a weave, sometimes do a wig, sometimes do braids. This way you'll know which one kind of works well for your hair and which one you kind of like the best and you think suits you, and which one actually helps your hair grow and helps your hair flourish. This one is for my ladies who are like me. If you have fine hair, take bigger sections, especially when you're doing braids or if you're doing like Senegalese twist or especially faux locks. Take bigger sections, because if you have finer hair, if you're stacking a lot of hair on a small section, then once again it's just going to put a lot of tension on your hair, and that's just not really what you want. Take a break between your protective styles. Make sure you allow your hair to have some kind of breathing room. A lot of the times my hair is in a high bun, and although it is a protective style, it's a protective style that doesn't actually give a lot of tension to my hair. I don't slick my edges when I put my hair in a high bun, and I could actually do a high bun with my own hair, but the reason why I like to put extensions at the top is because I'm trying to protect my ends, because if you're trying to grow your hair, then your ends and your length is what you try to retain. So always let your hair have some breathing breathing room, but at the same time try to, if you are trying to grow your hair, make sure you retain your length. So those are all the tips that I have, guys. If you guys have any more, put them down in the comment section below. Let's start a discussion. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.